Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the latest episode of the Hard Compound Live, the first one of 2025. So happy New Year to you all. I hope you had a great Christmas, great New Year, and I also hope it is significantly warmer where you are than where I am, because it's freezing. But we're inside, we're in the warm, and we're ready to talk motorsport. For those of you who don't know, my name's Rich, and I run and operate the Hard Compound. We're a one-stop shop for all things motorsport, and we can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in terms of the three written articles that we put out every single day on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. These take the form of race reviews, race previews, throwbacks, birthdays, breaking news, any liveries we like looking back at, and any motorsport stuff that we think of to bring to you. We're here to share a love of motorsport. That's the only reason we are here. So come along for the ride and give us a follow. Search on any of those platforms that I've just mentioned. Come and give us a follow. Come and join in the fun. We cover everything from F1 to IndyCar, touring cars, NASCAR, rallying, bikes, and everything else in between. In case you hadn't noticed, we also do live video interviews just like this one. And just like this one, these are streamed on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel. So do head over to YouTube, search for the Hard Compound 2310 for some reason. All the live chats are in the live section on there, and they're also saved in the video section on our Facebook page. Excuse me. We've done well over 150 of these. I'm not going to name them all, but we've spoken with with a huge range of racers, past and present, from across the motorsport spectrum. People that have raced in Formula One and IndyCar and have won the Indy 500 in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, raced in BTCC, young up-and-coming drivers as well. We've spoken to the likes of Mr. Mario Andretti and Jackie Ickx and John Watson, Hans Stuck, Brian Redmond. We've spoken with Petter Solberg and Malcolm Wilson, most of the British Touring Car Championship grid, some of the mini challenge drivers. We've spoken with Ari Lyondike and Danny Sullivan, Willie Ribbs, Alonso Jr., Will Power, Alex Palou, Derek Warwick, David Brabham, Mika Salo, and many, many others. So do go and check them all out when you get a moment. Hopefully you'll like them. But don't do it just yet, because for our first chat of 2025, we are going back to the roots of British motorsport with one of the best family-run teams in the UK, Cursley Motorsport. They compete in the Junior Saloon Car Championship and in the Hyundai Coupe Cup and many other things, karting, etc. And there's something that you karters might like coming up in this chat, so stick with us. So I'm going to stop rambling because you haven't tuned in to listen to me. We're going to bring in the two team owners from Cursley Motorsport. Please join me in extending a very warm welcome to Alex and Sheila Cursley and driver Harvey Cursley as well.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, folks. How are we?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're ready for this.
Yes, well, we've been meaning to do this for quite a while, haven't we? So I'm very pleased that we've been able to get this over the line. Thank you very much, for coming on and having a chat. It's like a bit of a change of pace to have some active team owners involved. So yeah, thank you very much for coming on.
Right, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have a quick swig because I am thirsty. So I guess we can do a little announcement, can't we? And we've kind of partnered this year, haven't we? For some bits and pieces this year, which I'm very excited about. I spent some time with you guys at Brands Hatch last year, very kindly down at your kind of open day, which was fantastic. And I've been wanting to do some stuff with you guys. So yeah, thank you for coming on board.
That's quite right. So we'll have a lot more content and things for you to discuss with us for 2025. So
yes, absolutely. We're kind of planning on updates and news and all that kinds of thing, just to keep everyone in the loop of what's going on. Right, firstly, before we get into the motorsport, how was the Christmas period and the New Year period? Was everything went swimmingly, I hope?
Yeah, it's standard Christmas. Yeah, enjoyed it. Give ourselves 2 normal days doing Christmas like normal people, and then just filling in the rest of the time with a bit of shopping and a bit of race car preparation. And because we're it's the off season, but we're busy. Yeah, we're busy trying to make this year work already. And it's all go. It never stops.
No, I mean it's a good way to be. I mean, if you're going to be busy with something, it's good to be busy with motorsport, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I think we can all agree that's the good part of the Christmas break, isn't it? The motorsport.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting back out again, and seeing what this year brings, aren't we? Really, and who it brings, drivers and everything else. So yeah, it should be good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fantastic. And obviously, you guys have been up and running for a while. We'll come to that very shortly. Just going to say hello to some folks in the comment section. Hello, everyone. I mean, how many are tuning in? I'm always curious who jumps on. Oh, goodness me, we're nearly up in 3 figures already. Isn't that lovely? Luca Staccini. Hello, Luca. Tuning in on YouTube.
Luca, Lewis.
Yes, Luca's identity will become much clearer, guys. If you don't know who he is, you're going to. He's a brilliant guy, and we're going to talk about him very shortly. We've got Louis Hedge from Hedgeworks Motorsport. Evening, Louis. Hope you're well. Yeah. John Kane is in, one of the Orange Army up at Knock Hill. We've got Divan Evans. Hello, Divan. John Cavill tuning in from Florida. That's cool. Evening, John, and Russ Reeves and a few others. So, guys, if you have any comments or questions or anything you're interested in, pop them in the comment section on whatever platform you're tuning in on, and we will work them in as best we can. Right, there we go. Housekeeping done. I guess we'll touch on this shortly, but just so folks know, if anyone's going to the Autosport show, you're going to be there, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got our own stand there this year. We've had cars there the last couple of years, but this year is a Cursley Motorsport stand. So yeah, we're going to have a couple of cars there. Nothing fancy, just us and some race cars.
What more do you need?
I don't know. Dancing Bear.
And Luca's going to be there, and Harvey.
Luca, yes.
Our promotional tool, Luca, along. Yeah.
Tell you what I'll do, because I'm going to be there Thursday, Friday. I'll try and find a bear costume and have a dance around for 20 minutes. They're going to know it's me now, aren't they? But no, fantastic, guys. So yeah, if anyone is going to the Autosport show, I'm sure you are. Do pop over and see the team. There's going to be some good stuff going on there.
Yeah, we're there for chats. Yeah,
have a look around the race cars.
Yeah,
talk to it all about and everything else, and see sort of about media day, test days, everything else. So it's just like what what we're doing with you as well for this year. Like Louis Hedge, bless him, it's been fantastic over the years with Harvey, hasn't he, Harvey?
Yeah.
He's helped Harvey a lot. They've really helped each other. I can't say enough about him and his family. They're great. So thank you, Louis, and your family.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. We have got to give Louis a big thumbs up. He does so many interviews. He kind of puts me to shame. I feel like my 150 odds a bit rubbish, but no, Louis, real sort of rising star of like reporting and pit lane reporting and journalism in this country. And as you say, very helpful to guys like you. So yeah, big thumbs up to you, Louis. Good man. So yes, Autosport show. Head over, say hello, have a chat, have a laugh, and see what you can see if you can get something on board for 2025 going racing. We're going to come to the Autosport show shortly, but I think probably it's a good time to maybe ask if you could give us a quick background on the into Cursley Motorsport, what you've been racing, what you've been racing in, how long you've been going, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, okay. I mean, how far back do you want to go, really? I mean,
as far as you like.
Yeah, it's to keep it short. I raced when I was 15. My family were never really into cars or racing or anything. I don't know where it come from. I just happened to stumble upon it, I suppose. There's an oval track near us in Peterborough. It's closed now. So I went there for a few days out. And I think at the same time, I just happened to be starting an apprenticeship. No, I'd done work experience, the 2-week thing at school at the local garage. And he raced MGBs. And I suppose the two of them together sort of got me into it. I was able to do it, and I so yeah, I basically built a mini stock car in my shed, using books, because we didn't have the internet then. No, I had to self-taught, and I was sort of learning these skills. And my dad, bless him, he'd sort of like tow the car there, and went out, built a good car, and we started winning races, And this is as a 15-year-old. So that's where it sort of started from. And sort of as I sort of got my license, I went and raced in the MG Metro Cup, which was good. We done all right there. I had a big break when we had kids and family and all that sort of thing. And I sort of, yeah, Sheila's fault, yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Yeah, she's also an enabler as well. She loves it, fortunately. I think if Sheila didn't love motorsport, I probably wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But no, we're all here, we're all in. And yeah, so yeah, we started up again in sort of 2014, and we've sort of been at the circuits ever since, doing good stuff. I'd sort of build myself a car and do well in it, and then I sort of realised that other people want me to do that for them as well, which is handy, because that sort of gives me the budget to carry on racing, or
Harvey
allows him to go racing. So because we're not, we're not a rich family. We just love motorsport, and we're doing the hustle to get out there and go racing.
Yeah.
And that's us as a family team.
Yeah, I mean,
just making it work.
I got into it because my dad used to do oval racing where Alex used to when he was younger. We never met there, did we?
No.
We've obviously would have come across each other, but we never met.
Sure.
But yeah, my dad sort of used to do racing and winning races and things, and my sister done a little bit. I wasn't really into it at that point. I enjoyed going, but I was more horses at that point, stupidly.
Isn't it? It's just the same cost.
Yeah, two most expensive sports, So yeah, and then obviously later on we sort of met each other and found out we both love for motorsport. So we used to go to watch British touring cars all the time together, didn't we? And other things, we used to enjoy that before we done all this.
Yeah, I'm probably more of a driver than a fan. I mean, I watch a bit of motorsport, but I'm not like mad into watching loads and loads of racing. I like the touring cars, Formula One, but not so much. I like a roof over my head. Not much formula stuff. But no, I'm sort of more of a driver, and actually like doing it, and actually doing it and making it work.
So I'm just asking Will Alex to be getting behind the wheel this year.
Yeah, I just saw that comment there. Yeah.
Well, that's
I actually should say that if you can, you should, because you took me for a few laps at Brands Hatch, and honestly, I think my insides had just about calmed down by the time I got home. It was absolutely brilliant going around with you. It was great fun, getting the back out at Graham Hill Bend and stuff, and yeah, proper job. Loved it.
Oh, I was showing off.
It worked.
It's not quick though. I was just showing off, or making it look like I'm showing off. But no, I've been getting asked this every year since I stopped. I'd love to. I haven't had a license in the last 2 years, but I'm thinking about going to get an eye test, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he should do. He's got to get out with his son this year, because Harvey's got his senior license, so he needs to get out with him, doesn't he?
Yeah. So
now that sounds like an endurance race waiting to happen.
Well, this is the thing in the OT Coupe Cup this year. Each year we've been doing a 45-minute 2-driver race, which seems pretty popular, So provided I can find enough padding to put in the seat after he gets out, that might be the thing to do.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
And that's sort of a little dream, is one of them things that keeps me going is to be in the same race or race against him, or the same team or car or whatever.
I think he's worried he's not going to be as quick as his son. Happening.
You could put Luca's helmet on and nobody would know.
Yeah, they would, because it would be a lot quieter. Less of this.
Two hands on the wheel. No.
Yeah.
I must say,
Yeah.
like, obviously, Harley doing the junior saloons the past 2 years, it's amazing championship. You know,
Yeah.
I'll take anybody to do it. It's you know, Vicky and Dave run a tight ship. Don't get me wrong, but you need to.
Yeah,
and it is very competitive, isn't
yeah,
it?
they're serious there.
fantastic.
I think what Harvey's done in the last 2 years, you know, he's gained just as much experience as I've got
Yeah,
in total, you know.
yeah,
So they have 10 rounds. I'm buggering about. Every race is they're on it.
there's some good drivers.
So
you know, some promising drivers, isn't it? And it's, you know, if you're not got your elbows out and your foot to the floor, you're not winning it. It's, you know, you need a good team, i.e. us, to get you behind the wheel, you know, and things like that. You know, it's good, isn't it? So.
Yeah, proper stuff. So anyway, yeah, we've got that to come. We've got to go head to head. We've done it a few years ago in a car. I can't even remember what happened, to be honest.
Harvey won.
That was terrible.
That's code, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a kart racer, and you know, I don't want to hurt its feelings or anything like that. But anyway, that's all in the past. That doesn't count. So.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
But it is great, isn't it? And like, we'll come to something that you guys are doing for like young racers shortly, which is something that's in progress at the moment and will be coming to a head at the Autosport show. But just so people know, and obviously you race in the Junior Saloon Car Championship, as you just said, which is a terrific like proving ground for, you know, those who want to go on and have a career in things with the roof over their head. Can you just tell us about the other series that you race in as well, and the cars that you run in the JSCC as well?
So, as in the JSCC or the coupe
as well.
Right. So, yeah, the Coupe Cup. So we've got 4 of our own coupes that we hire out. Harvey's going to be in one this year in my old car.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's his season planned out. Yeah, that's Luca's old car as well.
Winning car.
So he won the championship in that. We've got obviously 3 others that we're going to hire out. 2 of them, one of them's confirmed, and that is Nathan Williams. Now he's another 16-year-old lad, and I'm sort of quite excited to see what he's going to be like. He's never raced on track before. He's done a lot of sim racing.
Interesting.
He's done the Jeanette. Did he do the Jeanette Scholarship? I know he done the Fiesta Scholarship, and he was runner up. He got into the final 6.
Wow.
When he done the Coupe Cup E Series last year, he just dominated it and won it obviously outright. Everyone else was, racing hard and fighting, including Dan Munro. But Nathan, he just quietly went off, done the job, and he's one of them quiet types. I don't know him that well yet. But
yeah, they're like the dangerous ones, aren't they? The quiet ones. Who don't talk much and then get on track and just kick some tail.
Yeah. I think we're going to have that with him. Yeah.
Nice.
So Dan was like that, wasn't he? As well?
Yeah. So Dan Munro, who won the Coupe Cup with us last year, he's another quiet one. He just gets on and does the job, and he's one to watch. As much as I'd love him to stay with us this year, he's got to go on and try and do more bigger things, move on, because he's
a natural. He's got it, isn't he?
He's
got.
But this is what we're about, isn't it? Giving them people that step to go on further, to help produce, and we get as much in that as anything. Is seeing these young drivers, or even like Luca, he's going on something different, this year and everything. And it's lovely to think we've been part of that and been part of them winning them championships and that with us.
Yeah.
And they're always good friends, aren't they? Still,
Yeah. we like to think that everyone comes to us as sort of part of our family, even when they're gone and move on and that sort of thing. But it's brilliant to be a part of someone's journey. And what the Coupe Cup provides is a genuine stepping stone into motor racing, whether you're coming out of karting and you're 16, or whether you're coming out of the junior saloon car thing, in something, a senior license thing. It's good to do a season in that. It's competitive. You're not against different specs of cars. It's a one make series. It's a good thing to get under your belt. If you haven't got all the budget there to go balls out straight away, it's a cheap way to do a season.
Yeah, and I think that's important, isn't it? Because obviously the cost of everything's going up. Motorsport's always been expensive. I mean, I always say that money always talks, but in the last couple of years, it started screaming, hasn't it? It's the thing, and and the Coupe Cup, as you say, is, I wouldn't say sort of affordable, but it's certainly more affordable than anything else that's out there. I mean, no motorsport's really affordable unless you're loaded, but it is a great series, and like what you guys do as well. I think it's important to say that you guys, the way you run the team, the way you bring people on board, you alluded to it, you guys can be a real stepping stone onto bigger things for whatever any given driver wants to do, can't you?
Yeah, we try to be. Yeah.
It's like Luke as well. Like, I've got to give him a lot of credit as well, because like when he's since been with us, he's been amazing. He's helped to get us out there more as well because of his personality, and we love him for that. We wouldn't change him. Sometimes it's frustrating, but it's a nice frustrating. But like, we wouldn't change him. He's amazing. He's done us good as well. In helping us and things. Vice versa. And I call him our racing son. That's what he is. I'm his racing mum and his racing dad. So.
I mean, I think this is a good time to talk about Luca, and I know he's tuning in because he's putting comments in left, right, and centre, and I'm going to pull him up on him in a minute. But Luca is one of those guys. Guys, this is a guy called Luca Staccini. He's mainly on Instagram, I think, at the moment, but do go and give him a follow. It's Luca, Luca, and then Staccini, Staccini. He's the kind of guy that once you've met him for 2 minutes, he feels like he's been your mate forever. I am going to read out some of the comments here because I kind of have to. Basically, this is on the back of the admin team on the YouTube Race Coupe Cup account. They said that they do think that you should get behind the wheel, Alex, this year. And Luca has said Alex is pretending to be an old man for clout, and that's why he's not racing. Race Coupe Cup have come back saying he is old. Luca has come back saying no, he's 15 inside. And then talking about the quiet ones that are dangerous, Race Coupe Cup have said quiet like Luca. Which Luca has said the quiet ones can't afford my personality, which is absolutely spot on. I mean, he's a brilliant guy. Do go and give him a follow, folks. Hang on, Rich, the first man to get my surname right first go. Hey, there you go. Look, nothing a Google search can't help with. So Luca's one of those guys, as you say. I mean, what he does mirrors what you do. You can get people. You guys get people out there on track. Luca, once he's out on track, I catch a terrific driver, but also off track. He puts himself and the team out there, it was great to seeing how you guys bounce off each other.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
it's fantastic.
Me and Luca, we're kind of like two totally different people, but we work quite well together. I'm sort of a quiet, reserved, calm chap. Luca's the opposite. I calm him down, or Luca will get me to do stuff, and he'll go and drive my cars and drive into stuff, and I'll fix them. He wants yellow stuff all the time, and I can do that. We just work really well together. Bless his heart. I'm going to miss him this year. Because he's off doing
something else.
I don't know whether I can tell anyone.
No, I don't know. So
can we, Luca?
Luca, if Alex and Sheila are allowed to say what you're doing, pop it in the comments. If not, just put "shut up" or something in the comments, and we'll be all good.
But also Lucas won a lot of races as well in the series, didn't he? So
yeah,
he's a good driver.
Yeah, he done really
got a lot of promise. It'd be good to see what he does. How he gets on this year.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very good driver. The kind of driver that you kind of want to have in your team, and also the kind of guy you want to follow, because it's great fun as well. He's very talented. He's a great guy. So that's great to see. So we've got. Oh, hang on, what we got here? Luca has actually said, I take pride in maybe being 10% slower than the fastest of the fastest, but I challenge any of you to have the same fun with any other driver on or off track.
Very true.
That's Luca in a nutshell. Absolutely right. And he kind of he reminds me of like James Hunt in a way with his attitude to it. He says, I'm not the quickest, but if there's a gap or a chance, I'm on it. And I'm going to enjoy myself doing it. So yeah, good lad.
Okay, so keep it secret.
Yes, he said, let's say that I'm stepping up. So so far, let's keep it secret. Wouldn't be where I'm going without them. Oh,
thank you.
That's lovely. Lovely to hear. So there you go. That's a glowing reference for anyone who wants to get involved with Alex and Sheila and Cursley Motorsport, Junior Saloon Car Championship and the Coupe Cup, and more. And also, it's not just like racing. You guys do like arrive and drive things as well, and like track day type stuff, don't you?
Yeah. So I mean, that's sort of just to try out, have a little taster of what we've got. So we perhaps wouldn't do a sort of corporate thing where you have a Christmas party and go and hire a race car and drive it around and that. It's sort of if you're serious about coming racing, we can take you out. Anywhere where you want to have a go in a coupe or a junior saloon car, we can arrange that. So that's sort of happening this time of year. We've got a few going out, see if they like it, and we'll see where that goes. So
there's someone saying about saying to join Mini Trophy, even a JW Sport in future.
Yes, I did. Scroll that. Who was that? That was our good friend Diffan. Hello, Diffan. Happy New Year to you, mate. He said, is the aim to join the Mini Trophy or the JCW or anything like that in future? Is that a kind of a
I mean that's like a driver as a team, we're always looking to step it up. We want to sort of build our team organically, and as we earn it, we put it back into the team. I'm not doing it for loads of money and all that sort of thing. I just want to build my team up into something really cool. And the Mini Challenge Trophy certainly is the next step. So we're looking at that. We've been with them quite a few times this year, and I like the look of it. I even fancy a go myself.
Yeah, there you go.
In the Directors' Cup, of course. So we'll see. It's. I mean, I remember Lucas saying to me like 3 years ago, we could build this up to be the biggest family team in the country, and I was like, we could do. We're sort of kind of on our way a little bit. It's. I just enjoy building it and doing all this cool stuff. So. We'll see where it goes.
If anyone is interested, just get in touch with us as well, and we can make it happen. So
I mean, and at the end, we'll give all the social media handles and all the pages and all the contact info for anyone who is interested. And if you are watching this back, don't fast forward through to the end just yet. Thank you. We've got some more stuff to talk about, but there will be some info coming up. At the end, Louise put a question in, which we're going to come to that shortly. So obviously that's what you guys are doing in the car world. You've also got something going on, which I know we want to sort of push a bit here in the kart world, and I alluded to it in the announcement and on my own social media as well. Pro kart stuff going on. I'm going to pass it over to you because you have all the info. What's it all about?
Do you want to take it, or do you want me to?
You can. You sound better than me.
Okay.
I'll just mumble.
So, I mean, this is sort of Sheila's idea. So basically, we've put a package together, junior pro kart to be raced in the UK IKR Championship. Yeah, got there.
Nailed it.
So yeah, we're putting this package together where we've got Harvey's old junior pro kart, refreshed engine, straightened and painted chassis, and we're going to give it to someone for the year, fully funded. So your entry fees, tyres, and whatnot will all be paid for. So we've got this. We've opened it up on a website where people can apply, and we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to announce it next Sunday at Autosport. And yeah, so the only thing is you've got to be able to store and transport the car to the track, but everything's there for you and everything's paid for. And that's just sort of one of these things that we had the car, you know, and it's like we want someone to use it. I'm too old, he's too big, Sheila's too bossy to drive it, so so let's let someone else have a go, you know.
But you know, we've got to say as well, like we've had so much help with this. It's not, you know, just us, like RPM engines, like they were senior engines and we took the engines to them, they've put them back to juniors, refreshed everything for us and got them great, dynoed them. That's all for their sponsorship that they've done for us. Grand Prix Raceway are going to do a voucher for the winner as well, for like any karting stuff they might need. Then we've got 7 kart. They've got the chassis at the minute, doing everything, renewing stuff on it and everything, all for sponsorship as well towards it. Then we've got obviously you, Hard Compound, helping us, you know, promote and do everything, which we can't thank you enough for.
I'll try.
And then we've got Max Plant. They're actually sponsoring all the entry fees, so they're doing all the entry fees for us. And then we're going to do tyres and that, and UKIKR are going to do the registration fee for sponsorship as well. So literally these people, obviously there's damages to pay, but again, we'd always keep that to the minimum. You know, we're not going to put extras on top. That's not us. We're trying to get a junior out there that can go out and race, that can't normally afford it or do it. You know, we want to give something back. This is why we're doing it. And we had Harvey's kart sitting there. We sponsored it to Ty Cuthbert last year, but bless him, they've had a few problems, so they didn't really get out for 2024. But you know, he's a great lad as well. So, but yeah, you know, we can't wait to see, you know, who's going to win it. And
fantastic. So again, I mean, if anyone wants to get involved with this, which I think is absolutely fantastic, because it's essentially like a little scholarship almost, isn't it?
Sorry, go on.
No, crack on.
Yeah, so I mean, it's for 14 to 16-year-olds, junior pro kart championship. Yeah, and it is kind of like a scholarship. It looks like that's the way it's going to turn. That's what it's going to turn out to be. But yeah, we're not charging people to enter or anything like that. You know, we're not
literally getting anything out
we're
of
not
it.
making anything out of it. We just want to
see somebody out there,
give someone the chance and get the cart out from under my feet as well.
Make room.
Yeah, but Harvey raced in the UK IKR. I can't say it. He raced in that one for a couple of years, and he had a whale of a time. He could say it and everything.
They've been great. You know, they've been fantastic. It's like when Harvey was, you 13, weren't you? And he was in junior karts, pro karts time, and he's always been the taller lad, bigger lad. So it's always on a back foot in the juniors. So, you know, I contacted IKR series and said to them, could he race against seniors 16 and above? And they said, if he can come down for the day, prove that he can race, blah, 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 then yes, that's fine. Took him down for the day. He more than proved himself. And he comes 6 out of 26 drivers. Wow. I think it's 14 against 16-year-olds and older. So it just goes to show, you know, you can do it and things. And they've gave him that chance. So again, hence why we've gone to IKR, because they're a great championship, you know, to race karts in. They really are. They're, you know, great team, great lot of people.
That's absolutely fantastic, and I just love the way that it's all sort of coming together with all the sponsors coming in, and just making it all happen.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I just as we just said, I mean, if there's anyone sort of age 14, 15, 16 wants to get out karting and needs a bit of helping hand from a top team, then obviously do check out Cursley Motorsport on the socials and on websites and whatnot. We'll have that information at the end, but do it quickly. You've got just over a week, which is great. So yeah, I absolutely love that. I mean, just for clarity, I mean, there obviously are going to be some costs involved to whoever is successful and to the applicants. But just to confirm, it's not a lot at all, is it? It's just the ability to transport the cart, really, isn't it? And a few little
yeah, that's it. I mean, your fuel, sandwiches, and that sort of thing. Yeah.
So bare minimum of cost, the cheapest you're going to get out there, and with these lovely people behind you, what more could you want? So so do get in touch. We'll have all the info at the end of this chat. So yeah, fantastic. And as I say, announced on Sunday at the Autosport show, which, if my brain works, is the 12th of January, isn't it? The Sunday.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Sounds similar, but yeah, fantastic. So get applying when you get the info at the end of this chat, and do go and see them on Saturday and Sunday, especially because I won't be in the way. I'm only there Thursday and Friday, so that's all good. And Luca's saying some lovely stuff, which I'm going to save to the end of the chat, which is it's going to be a lovely way to finish. So yes, that is the kart scholarship we've got going on. So looking forward to seeing who comes onto that. So that's being announced at the weekend, and you've got the cars on show at the Autosport show, which is absolutely super. I've got my little notes here. We can talk about Luca. Well, we've done that, haven't we? And we should say, I mean, and we need to give another mention to Dan Monroe, who did really, really well, didn't he, last year?
Yeah. So Dan, Dan and his dad, Chris, they walked up to me at Auto Sport show last year, and we started chatting, and they could see that it was a good move. It was within budget, and that's it. Within that year, they've got in the car, and Dan's done the business, and that's a whole year.
I don't know. He does it. He just gets in that car and
he's
It's wins, doesn't he?
Yeah, he like I was saying earlier, he's one of these quiet lads. He's focused. You look at him, he's a racing snake. He looks fast just looking at him.
I love that. Yeah, right, because I mean, calling someone a snake can mean two things, can't it? But we mean it in
in a good way. Yeah, no, not a snake at all. He's a lovely lad. He really is.
Yeah.
And he just come along and he's sort of done the business. I'm so impressed with him. There's drivers that can drive. There's drivers that are quick, and there's drivers that are really quick. And he's one of them. Whoever's
going to get him, be lucky to
I'd struggle against him, I reckon. It's not because I'm heavier. I think, he really has got some talent, and I just want to see him go far. He can do it. He's got the right attitude, and he gets out in the car, and you wouldn't know he's just been racing for 15 minutes or whatever. He just gets out and
just casual and
yeah.
Yeah,
and his dad's good, isn't he? He sort of helped him and pushed him, and
yeah,
drives in the right direction.
His dad, he's bless him, he's passionate. He's we wouldn't have Chris any other way.
And it just goes to show that there can be success had within a team. If you just bring all the right stuff and it all works and you can knit together. And I've said it before about you guys. I mean, if you can't get on with you guys, then there's something wrong with you, because because it's all easy going. It's a family environment, which I know you're keen to sort of push as well. But it's all done like professionally and in the right way, but not sort of. I won't say relaxed, but you know what I mean. It's that kind of feel about it, and it's going racing, doing it properly, and there's a great feel about the team, which I'm sure Dan has found this year, so, which is great. And while we're talking about drivers, actually, while we're here, there's obviously one just over your shoulder, Alex. Hello, Alex. He's lurking in the background. Obviously, we saw, we saw that like Harvey's been out racing. Excuse me. This year, you've had like Bertie on in the JSCC as well. I just want to sort of talk. I mean, if you can just give us a bit of a lowdown on what Harvey's been doing, or if Harvey wants to chime in, or however you want to do it, really. Because obviously, there's been some good progression, hasn't there?
Yeah. We started off the year feeling pretty confident, and in the racing itself, we did start it pretty strong. Going to Brands, I think that was a pretty good weekend. We got 8th around there, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think
that was a wet one, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's where I shine in the wet quite a lot, don't I?
He's a rainmaster.
That's it.
But then we've sort of kept that going throughout the year. There's a few little bits, but we've always sorted that, and he's always got straight to the problem and found it and got back out, and we carry on doing well.
Yeah.
It's Harvey's season. I wish I could have done more for him. It's different to a customer. We really had to hustle to get the budget to him to just be there.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, we needed more. He needed an engine. That's where that's it. That was his weak spot this season. The first season, it was a massive learning curve. This year, this season just gone. We could have done with more funding, but we were just happy to be there. With Harvey, it's like I say, it's different to a customer. Yeah. This one costs money, so there's only so much of that we could put into it. I kind of, on one hand, I feel like I kind of let him down a little bit by not giving him the strong car that he needed. On the other hand, I'm really happy that we were able to be there and get him to do a full season in it.
Yeah.
So, but he done well. Is the ups and downs that come with this sort of championship. It's he's never disheartened. There's a few sort of upsetting things that inevitably happen in motor racing, but he took it all quite well, didn't you, Harv?
Yeah.
But he's, despite everything, like, he'll always come out with a smile. Even when things go wrong for him, bless him. Once at Brands, actually last meeting, wasn't it? We had a gearbox go or something doing the gearbox, and he stood on the side, and one of his mates in the junior slingshot were winning, weren't they, Harv? And you see him on the live going like this, just cheering for this other driver, and I thought, that's real sportsmanship,
Yeah.
And that made me more proud than anything.
Yeah.
It's like when Junior Saloon Championship, when we go to the awards night, last year and this year, he's won like awards for being like the most, compassionate driver, everything. And that means more to us as a parent than him coming home with a trophy.
Yeah.
And it's
like
lovely.
The spirit of racing almost.
And like all the parents, Vicky and Dave, and Craig, they've all seen this in them, and I think to be a racing driver, yes, you can win races, but if you haven't got that personality to go with it as well, and that drive and that, he'd always, like I say, even if things are going wrong for that, he'd always be there to push somebody and help somebody and bring their moral up and things like that, and he's, but then we get him out on that track and you can't mess with him. He's like a different kid, he's like a big, soft, giant off the track. Get him out there and he's like, my arms are out, and I'm going to go for this, and he's a really good driver. I'm not taking my son. He's got it there. We just, this year we're hoping, fingers crossed, we can give him a good car to go out and win some races this year. So, but we can't, thank your sponsors enough either, can we?
Without my sponsors, we wouldn't. I know Dad's put a lot of money into this, but without them, it just wouldn't be happening all year.
Yeah.
It's just they've been a big part of it, and a lot of it, as we've said, comes through just being a good person. Because if you're not a nice person and present yourself, then sponsors are going to look at you and think, oh, is it really worth putting the money into? It's just, it's one of them things that you've got to carry throughout motorsport, and just present yourself as a good person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely right. I mean, you know, as you say, I mean, it's great to go out and win trophies and races and things like that, but there's so much investment in the person, isn't it, rather than, you know, just as well as the racer. And you know, I'm not going to name any names, but there's 2 or 3 drivers that I can think of that if the attitude and if their personality was a bit not softer, but a bit more, you know, investable. That sounds like a word, doesn't it?
Yeah,
sounds right. You know, they perhaps would be a little bit further on than where they are. And I think that says a lot about you guys as well, you know, about how you go racing. I mean, obviously you'd love to win and you want to do the best, the very, very best you can, but you've got to do it the right way. And I think that's a really important thing for any young driver coming through and wanting to get in touch with you guys.
yeah. I mean,
it kind of will be done the right way in all areas.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're sort of trying to find the right balance, which we seem to be doing quite well. You know, we want to be professional. Yeah, we can prep and run and set up cars, you know, with the best of them. But, you know, we want a nice feel to our team, you know, that and the family feel works for us because we're obviously a family. So people who just want to come along and just have a go, and even if it's just for one season, live their dream, they can come to us, and they're perfectly relaxed. They haven't got to do anything. They can sit down in our hospitality and eat our sandwiches and whatever, and jump in the car and get the best out of themselves, you know. So that's sort of like the sort of service that we're sort of striving for. But for those who really want to win, we're there for them as well, you know.
We prove,
and you get sandwiches as well. So yeah.
I don't know, Matthew Plum, he wants egg and bacon sandwiches, I think. So he's a bit.
Don't we all?
But you know,
it's pushing it. Come on now.
Obviously, you know, just if it's right to mention sponsors, is it?
Of course. Oh, always. Yeah, always.
Because obviously, you know, Lancaster Insurance Services have sponsored Alex for years, haven't they? You know, for how many years? It'll be coming 10 years this year.
Yeah, so this year will be the 10th year. Well, they're to be confirmed for 25, but we're sort of dealing with that right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, ALCO,
they're fantastic.
So yeah, they're big sponsors of us, Harvey, and they're also good friends as well, passionate about racing. So they help us. They can see what we're trying to achieve, and we really appreciate their help. So much. Here we go. I've got
Euroshop.com.
Yeah. So Eddie at yourishshop.com. He's again, a good friend. He helps us out a lot. Eddie brings all the Irish food over to England for Sawley.
Go on Euroshop.com if you want it. We've got Castrol Classic Oils as well. They've sponsored Harvey for a few years, which is great.
Yeah, so Castrol Classic Oils, they supply us with all the oil. I mean, as the name suggests, they do the classic metal cans of 2050.
The proper ones, the real.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, stuff
the cans that you keep up because they look cool.
Yeah, that's it. You put the can up and on display once you're done with it.
Yeah.
But obviously, being Castrol suppliers, they give us good stuff as well for the race cars. So
keeps the engines running well, and then also like Cambox as well sponsors Harvey.
Yeah.
A lot in 2024, which is great. Again, great little camera. You obviously can't use it on, was it race days and things, but you can use it on testing. Yeah. So get it on your helmet, see where you're at. Put it on your data.
Sticks in there, and you can see where he's looking.
Yeah.
If you put it on a laptop, you can see whether he's looking at something he's not supposed to be. Or
no doubt.
Yeah. So we're really lucky to have sponsors that help us out at this level. It's rare to get anyone sort of contribute financially. But again, we seem to be able to, we seem to be getting that to work, and we couldn't do it without them. Without them, it's the Harvey season last year cost a lot of money. I was able to hustle half of it together myself through the team, and the other half came from sponsors. So that's sort of what's driving us, is getting Harvey out on track. Not because I want a new pair of trainers or anything like that.
No pressure.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I mean, it's, as you say, I mean, it's not easy to get anyone on board really in motorsport, and especially with, as you said, the level you guys are at. But it's a kind of a thread running through this is just like good people, isn't it? It's just good people getting involved in something that's being done the right way, and obviously they believe in what you're doing and in what Harvey's doing, it's kind of making me smile inside. It's just this, it's like this kind of, I don't know, just like a mission. It's just like whatever you want to get out of motorsport, whether, as you say, I mean, you use the phrase, if you're doing for a year, being a racing driver, you never know who's watching, you never know where it might lead, or if you want to really go all in, you can facilitate both with some great partners on board as well, which is all you need, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. It's a lot of hard work.
Yes.
Not everything. The more effort you put into it, the more likely it's going to happen. Nothing just happens. It's not like magic or off the telly. It's we're putting the effort in here to make it. And I always say, as long as everyone's happy, everyone who's involved is happy, then everyone's happy, right?
But I think as well, Alex undersells himself. Like, he doesn't really say a lot about himself, but he's won a lot, even child, adult, everything. Mechanically, he knows how to set a race car, how to build a race car from scratch, and what to do on and off track. He undersells himself. He doesn't. I think that's half this problem. He doesn't get out there enough of how good he is, and that's not just me, bigging him up, because I wouldn't, my wife, you don't do that sort of thing to you, but but he is, and he's just not big-headed with it, and I think that's where Harvey gets it from as well. They're both just not, they don't both go around saying, I could do that. They're not like that, and but they know what they're doing, and Harvey's learning the ropes as well, because hopefully later on in years he can take over Cursley Motorsport and run a team and do everything or whatever he wants to do himself. But he's doing mechanics at college as well.
Good man.
So he's learning the trade and going to have to pull his weight a bit more this year, not just walk around the paddock smiling and talking to everyone. So
and just from my own experience of hanging out with you guys down at Brands Hatch, I mean, obviously we had a chat and a laugh and some laps and food and drink, which was lovely, but you could tell that obviously when there was something not quite right with the car, I did notice you were straight on it. I overheard Alex saying, "Oh, it's either this or this," and you went in, had a quick look at it. Right, that's what it is. Sorted it out. Next lap, and it was sorted. And it was like a little microcosm, I guess, of how you guys work. As it's as you just said, Sheila, it's like you kind of you guys know what you're doing, and you know how to make to improve things and how the mechanics of the car work and everything else, but everyone's happy, and that really came across in the day that I spent with you guys. And I actually drove home thinking, what a bloody good bunch of people. I just thought it was just a really, really good day, and I could just see the inner workings of a team, and it was fantastic. And in case anyone is in any doubt on what I'm saying here, thoroughly recommend you get in contact with Cursley Motorsport, guys, because you guys just do it the right way.
Thank you. We do try. I mean, it's I've sort of got my hand in everything. I was sort of up to a point. I was like, I'm doing everything here, but then I stopped and think, no, actually, I'm not. I've got a lot of help, like Sheila does so much stuff to make the team work. You know, if she wasn't interested in it or doing it, it wouldn't be half what it is now. So yeah, we're actually a team of people doing good stuff, you know, and we've all got a qualities, you know. It's the car preparation side of it comes from all the years. I've always been a mechanic, but a sort of specialist mechanic. I've last 18 years I've worked at the MG Owners Club building classic cars and doing all that sort of thing. So that's where that sort of attention to detail and sort of ability to build stuff nicely has come from. So yeah, so it's all just sort of come together into something really cool and that works. And I'm consciously looking from the outside in, from a customer driver's point of view. You know, what do they want, what do they need, and how do they want it to feel?
We're always open to ideas as well. If any drivers, people outside, got any ideas, think you could do this better, we'd never say, oh, you know, we're always open to listen and ideas.
Yeah.
And, you know, and again, we couldn't have done this without all these people that helped us, mechanics to friends to everything else. Like last year and the year before that, you know, Jeremy, Brian, Terry, Alvaro, Jake, just, you know, everybody, just they've been great, haven't they? You know, mechanic wise and that, and
Owen,
you know, Owen,
Owen
everybody.
And Will, who does our data. We're trying to put it all together. It's a massive learning curve going from club racer to this sort of thing, but you know, it's quite enjoy it. Yeah, it gives you something to do at the weekends, doesn't it?
Keeps you out of mischief.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and I'm just thinking, you know, who wouldn't want to be a part of Cursley Motorsport? I mean, you know, anyone who wants to get involved with either with the karting or with the Hyundai Coupe Cup or with the JSCC, it's, you know, to me, you know, it's the best place to be. Just the way you guys do things. Just my opinion. One thing I did see though, Louis Hedge, evening Louis, still tuning in, which is very good. He's only a young lad. It's past his bedtime. Sorry, Louis. Sorry, mate. He did say thank you for the lovely words earlier. You're very welcome. He's got a question. He goes, thanks to help and suggestions from a few people, he is planning on getting his ARDS license this summer. Any advice?
How's he going to interview himself to start with?
You're going to have to do that for him.
Yeah, go on, Louis.
Yeah,
we'll chat. Don't worry.
No, I mean, if this is the first time hearing about this, I think it's good. Everyone should have a race license. So Louis, he's Snetterton based. I think the best thing for him to do is spend a day in a coupe, tear around Snetterton. We'll sort that out for him.
Yes,
it'd be great.
Yeah,
we'll get that particular ball rolling for sure.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, seriously though, is track time. Yeah, that's your friend, especially to start with, because at the start of your racing career, that learning curve is real steep. So get out on track. Yeah.
Well, Louis is good in karts as well, isn't he? So he's he's quick in karts. So I'm sure he'll be good in cars once he.
Yeah. So we met Louis at the Daytona thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got offered Harvey got offered a seat at a Daytona 4-hour race.
Oh right, yeah.
Louis was on the team, and I wandered off at some point and got chatting to this mad Italian geezer who was wandering around the paddock.
I wonder who that might be.
I know, that's where we met. And so it's weird. Like you said earlier, you never know where the next thing's coming from. You never know where the next opportunity comes from.
Yeah.
And it's just mad how it just turns into what it turns into.
But that was a great experience for Louis that weekend. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
You know,
They had
great time.
I can't remember where they came now.
I think we didn't do bad, did we? I don't think.
No.
I can't even remember.
Yeah. So anyway, got sidetracked there.
No.
Another little Lucas story.
Yeah. No, but I mean, so Louis, track time, and we'll get in contact at the end, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So just to go back to you guys, the like Coupe Cup media folk on YouTube have just said we have to say Cursley Motorsport are a pretty damn good team to have in our paddock, which is glowing reference from any series. You know, if they enjoy having you there, then you're obviously doing something right, which is great. Let's have a quick look here. Hang on, I've got my little map here. Excuse me. Obviously, we touched on the future sort of plans. You know, possibly looking into the mini challenge. In the more kind of short term, I guess. What are the sort of the hopes and the plans and the thoughts for the season ahead? Any sort of targets being set, or just seeing how it all goes in the various series? Is it?
Yeah, kind of both. Yeah, we've got some targets, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, for us as a sort of the business side of the team, you know, we want all of our cars hired out, arrive and drive. Some are filled up already, but it's still we've got some left, but it's still early days. People have still got scholarships to go for, and yeah, they get Christmas and New Year out of the way, so they're still thinking about what they're going to race. Obviously, serious stuff like touring cars, people are working out and sorting it out a year before it actually happens. But what we're doing, people are still looking. So that's why we're going to Autosport with the cars that we've got available, so people can come and have a chat and sit in them and see what it's like and start thinking about the year. So that's our target, to get our cars filled up and then get winning some races.
Yeah. But it's also as well, like Harvey had a go with the Fun Cup car, didn't you?
Yeah. They look brilliant.
Oh, they're amazing.
I'd love to have a go in one of those. That'd be awesome.
At Harvey, you got in it, didn't you, Harvey? And what's your experience when you got in it like?
It was quite weird going from a Saxo to that, because the Fun Cup, you're sitting in the middle of the car and not to one side.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
And you've also got paddles, not gear stick. So just getting into it is a complete different procedure, because one, you've got to get into the middle, and then two, you've got to hold a button and press a paddle to get it into first. I'm like, this is quite different to what I've been used to, and you've still got to hold the clutch. So it's clutch, button, and paddle. And just even that is, I was like, what is going on? But
yeah, I'd be stunned. I haven't got the coordination.
No, I wouldn't.
But once you're in it, it's such a good car to drive. Because I did another car that day before the Fun Cup, and it was like, then I thought it was good, but when I got out, I realised it was more speed than being able to drive it properly.
Right.
But then in the Fun Cup, because it's a purpose-built race car, you can properly drive it, and just the way it handles, because it started to pour with rain, and Mum was like,
panicking at this point.
As soon as I left the pit
box.
And it sort of, going back into it, sort of reminded me of karting, because it's rear-wheel drive, quite light, and it's a really good car to drive. There's, like, compared to others, you can drive it like a race car, and you can really get into a rhythm with it, because without having the worry about changing gears, you've just got the paddles, so you're constantly focused on what you're doing.
But you were quick as well.
Yeah.
Like, not to say it, like, he's in the pouring rain where I was, worrying. But the bloke who owned it said, stop panicking. He goes, he's doing brilliantly. And like Harvey's lapped the other three people that are out there. And he goes, wow, he's quick. I went, yeah, I know. I was like, and I mean, we'd love him to do a full season in Fun Cup, Harvey. That's just like, that'd be ultimate. You know, but again, it's a lot bigger budget. So if there's anybody out there who wants to sponsor Harvey a little bit more, we're open to that. You know, and obviously we'll give back in every way we can and things like that. But, you know, even if we can do a round or two in that this year, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? You know, because it's a great championship. And we'd love to be able to actually buy or build one ourselves as well and run a team in it ourselves. That's another goal that we'd like to do. But again, we need to get the drivers again ourselves, save up, build up to do that. But, you know, that's definitely something that we're looking to. Yeah,
that is a consideration. Yeah, we'd love to get into the Fun Cup.
That'd be cool.
We'd have to buy a car to do that, which is something that we'd build up to. But yeah, we'll see how the season goes, we might just get Harvey in a car with another team. It doesn't feel quite right saying that, but yeah, if that's the way we can test the water, that's the way we do it. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, he loved it. I didn't actually go that day. Sheila and Harvey went and had a go in this fun car, a wet Silverstone. They had a whale of a time. So
it's me pushing it all the time. Spending his money coming and going, oh, I've got to see this, and like,
never know what's around the corner. But, so anyway, that's something to look out for in the future. But
that'd be cool if you guys could get involved with that. I mean, I think I spoke with Johnny Molam just before Christmas, and I think he's involved somehow with the Fun Cup through his agency that he does. So yeah, we can have a word, see if there's anything that can be worked on there. One thing actually, I did get a message actually earlier from a chap called Max Patworth, who said he said he's looking forward to getting involved with you guys this season over on Instagram. So yeah, Max, I have got your message, mate, and I will respond.
So Max did race with us 3 times last year. He's coming back this year to do a full season.
He's quick as well.
He's a quick driver. We had a few troubles with his car last year, engine troubles, but that's all in the past.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, normally the engines are quite good on these cars, but no, we lost a couple last year. So yeah, that's what we're working on. We've got to give him a car that will last, and he'll be up there because he's a quick driver. Yeah, he doesn't bugger about. He's
good.
Focused.
Yeah.
Fast and focused. That's yeah. We like that.
It's going to be hard because, like, obviously Harvey's going to be racing in one. All our other drivers are with us as well. We want all of them to win. You know.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be disappointed, but yeah.
I see we've got Andy Williams. He's that's Nathan's dad.
I was going to say I'm convinced he's got to be a relation.
Yeah. So they're going to come and see us next weekend at Autosport. It's Don up there as well. We looked after Don's coupe last year.
Yes, Don Gillies. Hello, Don. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, he's coming back this year. He loved it. So yeah, he's coming back for some more.
So who did we get first, second, and third? Didn't we? In series, there's Mark and Dan.
Mark Riddell. Yeah, I think I mentioned Mark Riddell. Yeah,
mentioned Mark. No, mentioned
yeah.
He's another good one.
Mark Riddell.
Yeah,
he's quiet, isn't he? He's another quiet one.
Yeah, he's quiet.
Dangerous.
Yeah, you've got to watch him, haven't you? So yeah, Mark's moving on to Clio's this year. So
excellent.
He wants to try something different. He was obviously being second. Of course, he was the closest one to beating Dan, and they had some blinding. I'll never forget the race they had at Brands Hatch. It was there wasn't a club racing procession. That was like that was close stuff. They were swapping throughout. It was brilliant.
It's anyone's race, isn't it? Yeah.
So
that's what they've been like all year, really.
Well, yeah,
just always swapping and.
Yeah. So it's Mark's a quick lad. So it's a shame to see him move on. But as much as I love drivers to stay in the team, and I keep taking their money off of them, I like to see him move on and do other stuff and progress and all that sort of thing. Bad business sense, really, but that's what I like to see. Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, obviously it's great to see the team do well, but it comes back to doing it the right way and wanting to see success for people who have been involved with the team, which is a great way to go about it. Which is fantastic. I mean, one thing that has just popped into my head actually, the Legends series, the UK Legends Championship. Those little half-size thing, absolutely mental things. Is that anything that you might have, if it kind of grew a bit like a nice little side hustle in the lunacy of that paddock, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think that'd be a little bit more than a side hustle. I mean, that's a serious thing. I mean, that's. They're like the Fun Cup. I mean, they supported Total Package a couple of times last year, didn't they?
Yeah, and we've had a couple of their drivers on as well, who are great guys.
Yeah. So I mean, I love them. We were with them quite a lot last year, but I think they've moved to BRSCC this year.
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah.
So we perhaps won't. Yeah, we won't see them as much. I mean, ideally, I keep all of my business within the Bark paddock.
Yes.
Just so it's easier. There's less chance of clashes. There's only one of me, so if I've got all my stuff in one paddock, it makes it a lot easier for me to nail it rather than spread myself too thin. But yeah, I like the look of the Legends. Yeah, I fancy a go. I probably couldn't fit in one, to be honest. I couldn't get in it without making noises.
I did get in one. I mean, I'm just over 6'1", and I've like seen some of those cars like flip sometimes. I think if I did that, it'd be like, you know, like in Top Gear when Clarkson puts his head out the sunroof and drives.
Yeah,
it'd be like that. But yeah, they're tricky to get into, but they just look mental.
They're mega, aren't
mental.
They? Yeah, scary bit of kit they are.
They're a purpose-built racing machine.
Yeah,
I think they have. Yeah, it's a serious machine. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's good stuff. Okay, I mean, I'm just because we've been going for just over an hour. Something I do like to ask, though. I mean, this is just a bit of away from the team type thing, and just like a general motorsport thing. I always ask like a few little fun little questions, and I'm going to come back to the team at the end. More kind of for Alex and Harvey, I guess, because because you're like the races, I suppose. Have you got a favourite circuit to race on? Or is it, and is there a circuit that you'd like to race on in anything?
Harvey?
What do you reckon?
One that I have done, but I didn't do, when I went there, I didn't do too well because I had a few incidents on track, but I quite like Donington. I think it's got a quite good mix of corners, really. You're not really getting the same thing. Like you get a few tracks where you're doing the same thing over and over, but Donington, it's sort of something new every lap, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that is good. I mean, I've been taking man for a hot lap, 3 laps around Donington in the wet in a TCR UK car, and it's awesome. I mean, I always like the look of the Craner curves on TV, but when you're barreling down one in an Audi with the back sticking out, it's awesome, awesome circuit.
That's gonna go first.
I mean, I'm not really a one for favourites. I haven't got a favourite car or anything like that. But
favourite kid?
Yeah, don't start that. I mean, I love brands. I love Cadwell. I like Thruxton for different reasons because it's fast.
Yeah.
I love Rock. I like all them circuits because they're sort of natural. Yeah, part of the natural landscape. They're not like an old airfield, but then I like Rockingham, even though it was just built up in the middle of Northamptonshire out of concrete.
It's a bit of a Marmite circuit, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, but I liked it. Probably one of the reasons I like Rockingham is because it's close to us, like Snetterton. It's within an hour, and I like that. So I've got. I mean, Cadwell shouldn't be a favourite because I've vented a lot of cars there, but I just love it. It's pretty.
But you're mega as well in Silverstone, Harvey.
Yeah, I do all right at Silverstone when I go there. I think that's the place where I got my first good result because it's last year. I think it was the 5th or 6th round, wasn't it? And it was, I think I went from 32nd to 14th in the wet.
Yeah, you had Sam, didn't you?
Yeah.
Coaching you, and he just gets the best out of Harvey. He's a mega coach. He's great. Just every time he's coached Harvey, he'll just get the best out of him. And each time we've seen him really progress at each track that he's coached him.
Brilliant.
And stuff. And going to coach and actually, Luca as well. He started coaching, hasn't he?
Yeah.
On
his socials, yeah.
Yeah, anyone who wants coaching, he'll coach them and things, won't he? So it's, and then we've got Ash as well, Ash Miller, haven't we?
Yeah, he's one of our coaches.
He's one of our coaches, and you know, especially for juniors, he's great, and for adults, you know. But again, for junior saloons, he'll sort of be our coach for this year, wouldn't he? So you know.
Yeah. So just talking about circuits again, I just and not me not being big-headed. I'm going to be big-headed about Silverstone. I've won on each of the formats for Silverstone: national, international, and the Grand Prix. Yeah. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I mean, I know some people don't like it so much, but I love it. Silverstone. It's the home of British motorsport. And to be able to say that, fantastic.
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, on the Grand Prix circuit, it was a Burkitt win on handicap, but that's still
a win's a win.
Win's a win.
yeah. So yeah,
I think we need to get in contact with Silverstone and the BRDC. I think there needs to be a blue plaque with your name on it, and I think, you know, forget Jackie Stewart and all the other lot.
It's got Alex Kurz in it,
No,
on the start and finish line, the proper one, the old one.
They wouldn't let me anywhere near that clubhouse. Blue riff-raff coming in there.
Just quickly, actually, on that, obviously, I did a fundraiser just before Christmas for Race Against Dementia, and Andy Prio very kindly donated some signed race boots. And he said, just go into the BRDC club at Silverstone on the touring car weekend. I've left them in there for you. Just ask for so and so and go in there. And my thought was, what makes you think they're going to let me in? And I chatted my way in. I said, look, I mentioned Andy Prio and whatever, and I went in there, and I could just see people just looking at me as I walked in the door, just like, he's got jeans on. But no, there were a good bunch of people in there. In all seriousness, it was all good. But no, that's a very cool thing to have, I reckon. Winning on all the circuits, fantastic. Yeah, right. I mean, okay, what we'll do then, just to wind down a bit, I guess we said earlier on about getting in contact with you guys, and obviously we'll give Harvey a plug here as well. How can people get in contact on sort of the socials and emails and websites and stuff? I'll leave the floor open to you to give yourselves a plug.
So it's mainly Facebook, Cursley Motorsport. Same for Instagram, although I don't use the Instagram. I'll leave that to Harvey. So we're just getting that side of things up to speed. So yeah, it's Cursley Motorsport, Facebook and Instagram, and the website is cursleymotorsport.co.uk. My phone number's everywhere. I'll click contact me on something, and I'll get back to you. Yeah. If you wanted to enter the karting sponsorship thing, go to the website. You'll see IKR. I said it right at the top of the page. Click that, fill out the form, and you've applied.
Fantastic. Hang on, I'm just going to type here in the comments. I'm just going to type it in here. Cursley Motorsport, and then so people can see it. cursleymotorsport.co.uk. Right. Hopefully that'll show up. There you go. That's in the comments now. So that's where you need to head, folks. Head there. Have I spelled it right? Yes, I have. So just head there, and that'll be everything you need. Get in contact, and go from there. And just quickly, while we're here talking about Facebook, the Coupe Cup. If you search for the OT Coupe Cup with Toyo tires, that is how you find the series on Facebook. And Harvey as well. Where can we find Harvey?
I think it is just
Harvey Cursley Racing. Yeah,
it's Instagram, TikTok, it's everywhere. It's just Harvey Cursley Racing, and that's on everything.
Yeah, and if you want to join us racing the junior saloon championship, 14 to 17-year-olds, and get in contact with us for that as well. So we've got 2 arrive and drives for that, and maybe 1 space for support cast, race support for the day as well. So
brilliant. There you go. That's all you need to know, folks. So if you want to go racing, if you're in the right age brackets for the respective categories, that's where you need to head to. These are the people you need to speak to, and as you can tell, they are excellent people who know what they're doing and will help you out in any way that you need them to. I think that pretty much wraps it all up. I hope it's been all right. I hope we've covered everything that you guys wanted to cover, because that's the main thing. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how things go. And also, guys, if you're not racers, just support Cursley Motorsport. Go and give them a follow. Check them out. See what they're up to. Because it'll be brilliant to follow. I've thoroughly enjoyed the last year or so following you guys. And everyone else needs to come on board. So please do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich, for having us tonight. It's been a good laugh, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I appreciate
well.
you giving us the time, and everyone who's commented and that. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're most welcome. I'm sort of glad we finally managed to get this together, and hopefully plenty more to come going forward. I'm sure we'll get our heads together and we'll put some stuff out there so people can follow you. And hopefully get involved. And nice little comment here from Sandro Ballesteros. Hello, Sandro. I hope you're well. Happy New Year, mate. He says, "What a lovely team! What a lovely family team." Can relate a lot to that. Absolutely right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to close off here by surprisingly some lovely words from Luca. This is I shouldn't say I shouldn't say surprising. We're giving Luca a bad rep. We love Luca. He's a great guy.
We do love Luca.
He put in 2 comments, which is the perfect way to finish. Luca said, "Karting or cars, Cursley is where to start and to progress in racing. I've worked with a ton of teams through the years, and I'm still amazed by the quality of work by all at Cursley Motorsport." And he said, "To any kids that want to start racing, come and join the team. You'll be looked after, treated professionally, and even get to have yellow seat belts if you ask." Which I think is why people need to get in contact with you guys and certainly give you a follow. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in. There's been just over 200 of you, which is very, very nice. Thank you to everyone who's commented and asked questions and shown an interest. As I said, do go to the link that's in the comment section. Looks like it's on Facebook and YouTube. So give them a follow. And as the Race Coupe Cup guys have just said, bring on the 2025 season starting in April. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rich. We look forward to working with you as well. And, be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Very much looking forward to it. And of course, the biggest thank goes to you guys for for sparing your Friday evening and coming on and having a chat and telling us all about what you guys do. Really appreciate you coming on, and looking forward to a big 2025 with you guys.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week. We're announcing another chat tomorrow evening for next Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And go and follow Cursley Motorsport. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you very, very soon. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.